Welcome back to Let's Play 3D Dot Game Heroes. There are just a very few things that we have left to accomplish. You see, we've gotten most everything there is to get in the game. The only thing we're missing now are a couple swords, which you get with small blocks. As such, we need a few small blocks, and there's also an empty bottle that we don't have, but other than that, that's really it. So let me show you where to get that empty bottle. If you will notice looking at the map, I am down in Danger Zone Desert Place. If you work your way up and around here, typically there's not much over here, though you will probably end up lost over here if you are trying to find the main dungeon. But if you go down here, it will loop your way around and pretty much take you back to where you started. Give me that. Also, I've fully upgraded the moon sword. Fully upgraded. The max potential is actually exactly enough to just upgrade everything. And really, I think this is a better sword than even the Giga Sword, because it's a little bit smaller, but it's just as powerful. It has one less beam, but really the beam is kind of useless. But the reason the moon sword is better is because the yellow stars are what this sword will have when you get hit. So if I get hit, this thing is still friggin' powerful. And it still has spin, and it still has pierce, whereas you get hit with the Giga Sword, you kind of don't have anything. But, back to the point at hand. If you work your way up here, you'll notice there's a little stairway over here, leading down and around. Let's move along the thin little platform here. And I do believe this over here is bombable. I bombed it open at some point off screen. But if you go inside, there's another wishing well, much like the one we got the life shard out of. 20 gold per try. Ah, crap, I should have gotten more money for this. Yeah, I don't need it. Hey! That wasn't painful at all. And now we have our fourth empty bottle, which we can go put something in. Probably another red potion. But either way, that is actually it for this. Now, as far as getting the small blocks goes, I've mentioned that there's only so many small blocks in the game, in the dungeons, in chests, around the world, and there's not enough to get all of the swords. So what you want to do is, what you have to do is farm small blocks. Now you can do this in one of two ways. Silver slimes and the blue dragons, which will randomly show up anywhere with a very, very, very low chance, have a very, very, very low chance of dropping small blocks. I think in this entire playthrough I've gotten like one small block off screen from killing them. It'll take forever, but it's a thing you can do. However, there is a much faster way, especially for as many blocks as we need. So I'm heading in here to Dotnia Castle. You see in the Japanese version of the game, there was some DLC called Block Defense Plus. In the Western release, this was just included directly in the game. I think you have to come here after you get the light orb, but you just come up here and talk to the kitty up in the corner. Now, there are plenty here. What is that, 10 different courses to play through? And some of them you have to beat previous courses in order to unlock. This one you have to beat this one in order to unlock this one. And there's a lot of neat things you get in here, though, such as a perfect clear bonus. If you beat this map and get it perfect clear, you get a bonus that will apply to all of the other Block Defense Plus levels. such as Tirnaco's Errand here, which I got a perfect clear on, and got the air tower level 1, cost -2. So it now costs me 2 less to make a level 1 air tower. Anti-air tower, really. But that's on top of a lot of other things. They've refined the process, they've added funky rules. These are all generally kinda neat to play through, and depending on the demand, I may play through them all. But until then, we're gonna be playing Tirnaco's Errand. This is the shortest of the block defense pluses, and if you beat this one, perfect clear, you get 2 small blocks. I'm going to go ahead and do live commentary on this one, because I've beaten this one 25 bloody times, and I know it by heart at this point. Now, these are the regular rules, which have just applied to everything so far. The special rules, for this one specifically, they're different for all the different block defenses. But, you can see here, the clear bonus is applied, which was the thing I mentioned before. Towers can only be built in fixed positions. You can only build towers on the gray blocks that you see littered about. However, towers can then be sold, and you will make more money off the tower if you sell it than you put into it in the first place. You also cannot attack, which means you gain no levels from standing idle. As if that actually matters. Another thing, a level that applies to all block defense plus levels, is towers can be leveled up to a maximum of level 6, instead of just level 4, like normally. So, for Wave 1, the first thing you do with what little money you have is run over here, build an arrow tower, build an arrow tower. You'll notice the menu has even been streamlined. You can go through and level up and upgrade and sell things much faster than you could before. Now, the first wave is kind of sketchy. You actually have to collect every single coin. You cannot lose a coin in the first wave. After this, you have a little bit of leeway if you maybe miss one that an enemy dropped here and there. But in round 1, yeah, you have to collect every single one. You see they're getting through the first tower, but they will not make it through the second. Now, as soon as this guy dies, level up that one to 2, and then immediately sell it. Then level this one up to 3. And now we wait once again. The level 3 towers, if you actually look at the stats on the towers, leveling up a tower increases its damage exponentially. It's not just like, oh, it goes from 30 to 35 when you level up. No, when you level it up, it does like, it goes from like doing 30 damage to 90. After this wave, just put 1 spot on that one, and we wait again. You can see this one has a power of 15, this one has a power of 32. From 32, it'll go to 58, and it just gets more exponential as time goes on. These bees, by the way, are air types, which means you can walk under them without getting hurt. So you can just run up and grab that money. Now, the bees are slowly making their way through, but they won't make it before they run out of bees. Now, you want to run up here while the Black Knight's going and be ready to sell this one. Wait until his HP is low, and sell the tower. That way, you get bonus money off the money you just sold. So, hey, you'll upgrade that one to level 4 and sell it. Go down here. Level that one up to 4, and this one up to 2. Now we have a crystal, so we can use that to get a bonus up. Bonus ups aren't really necessary. You can go through this whole thing without getting any bonus ups and still be alright. It's really only the first few waves that were super sketchy on money. After that, you should at least be able to get by. And then this wave is just kind of a really long, lazy wave. These dudes walk on by. We technically didn't even need to build the right tower, but I did what I did, so there's less that I have to do before the next wave. Because if you've seen, there's very little time between waves to get stuff done. So yeah, I could have waited until next wave to actually do anything with that tower down there, but did it now just to save me a little bit of time. Give myself less of a headache. But yeah, overall, just long, lazy wave. Now the next wave, by comparison, it being made of crystal slimes, is going to be faster. This one, level up to 4, and we're good. Wave 5 is going to go by quick, so I'll say after Wave 5, it's kind of chaos. Or I shouldn't say chaos, but you have to move quick. You've got a lot to do in very little time to do it. Grab all the money. Sell that one, level this one to 4. Now run down here real quick, sell this one, level this one to 4. And then go up here and level this one to 5. If you do not go back to level that one up to 5, they will slowly work their way and fight their way past the towers. You need that level 5. The reason I didn't level that one to 5 in the first place is because I didn't have enough money. I only had enough money to level it up to 4. Now with the Black Knight coming, wait until this tower shoots 1, 2, 3 arrows before selling it. And then go down here and build a cannon tower. Because next up is worms, which are underground type enemies, and the arrow towers cannot hit them. So this is level 4. Wow, if I level this thing up once, the power goes from 70 to 260. How about this one? 50 to 120 going up to level 5. Money, money, money! Now, previously though, as I said, I didn't have enough money to upgrade the second tower, or the first tower to level 5. I had to level it up to 4 real quick, just so I had something shooting at the oncoming enemies. Then you sell off the other tower, which should give you enough money to make the level 4 tower in the lower left, and bump the other one up to level 5, which is what you truly need. Now this one, level it up once, and then sell it, and then level this one to level 5, and it should be able to reach up and hit these guys as they enter, so we're on the up and up. And right tower is just going to be a little useless for the moment. But don't worry, it'll have a job next turn, and the turn after. Oh, those guys are air, but I think they're still lower. I think I can still be hurt by them. Give. Now this tower needs to be level 6. A massive 360 damage, but it is necessary to kill these dudes off. You'll notice they are still slowly making it through. So the only thing we have to count on is the fact that they run out of dudes. Then we have a Black Knight. Be ready to sell this off. Wait until it shoots the Black Knight. Once. Grab our crystal. Level that one to 6. That one to 6. Go up here. Grab us our bonus up. And we win. Good night, everybody. No, but really. If you want to get a little bit extra money, you can try to sell this off just before the thing dies. And then with any luck, that money will be close enough. Dang! That's 1,000 gold the dude drops. If Lady Luck, looks kindly upon you, it'll fall towards you and you can get an extra 1,000 gold at the end. That's purely if you're going for high score, though, which I'm not really. I just kind of wanted the blocks. But for doing that, we gain 2 small blocks. And with our 2 small blocks, we should now have enough small blocks to go buy all of the swords that the Block King demands. Well, he doesn't so much demand them as we demand them. He demands small blocks in exchange for them. But whatever, hey dude! I will take all of them. Why, yes, I would. I will take the Mage Sword, and I will take the Katana, and I will take the Ore Halcon, and I will take the Excalibur. Good for you. And now look at all them swords what we have. We just got the Gorgon sword, which will petrify enemies. Man, that thing's got some length to it. It's got a sound to it. We got the Mage sword, which reduces magic cost. The Katana, which is just kind of a really... Wow, look at that thing. Look at that thing go. Holy crap, I can put 20 points of length into this. Hold up, I want to go outside and look at this. Look at the length on that thing. Then there is the Excalibur, which is just kind of an alright sword overall. Doesn't really do anything special. And then the Ori Halcon, which is weird. It's kind of a giant dagger almost. But that's it though. The only thing left to do is get the sword right here, since this here is the ancient sword that later became the hero sword. The only thing left we don't have is this sword right here, and we can't get that sword until post-game. So we're sort of out of things to do. So until next time, everyone, when we're actually gonna head up there and take a look at the Dark Bishop's Tower. Until then, everyone.